Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel, Get Decked. My name's Abby and I am so excited to talk to you today about my top 5 things to do on your next cruise that will save you money and frustration. Please remember to give us a like and subscribe if you find any of our content helpful in the slightest bit in any way. Let's not waste any more time and get into it. Number 1 being a fanny pack, backpack, butt bag, whatever you want to call it, bring one. You are without a doubt going to want a fanny pack, a backpack, a butt bag, again, whatever you want to call it, you are going to want to have one, especially on port days. You are going to want to bring your wallet, your sandals, your change of clothes, a bathing suit, your towels, because more often than not, the cruise line will provide you towels to bring ashore, especially on your Caribbean cruises. They will provide you towels to bring with you, and learn from me, I had no way to carry them because I didn't bring a backpack, and my husband did bring one, but it was super full and it was just kind of a pain in the butt. So learn from my lesson and bring your own bag. Have your spouse bring one, your friend bring one, have everybody bring one so there's plenty of space. And the biggest thing is you're going to want to have one, especially if you have to tender at your port. So tendering, for those of you who don't know, means when you get to port and your boat can't get into the dock. So you dock and anchor down out in the deeper water, and then the port either sends charter boats to get you. Charter boats? I think charter boats. They will send charter boats to come and get you, and if the port does not have those boats or the capacity to be able to bring the sailors off the ship, then your cruise line will drop a few of their lifeboats and they will get you ashore that way. It would really be a huge bummer if you forgot your wallet, if you did not have your water shoes, if you did not have the things that you need and you are in the tendering process, you have to tender back and forth. You're wasting a whole lot of valuable port time going back to the ship. And even if you're not tendering, you have to walk all the way back to the ship, go back up to your room, get your things, and come back. It's just kind of cumbersome and it becomes a pain in the butt. So needless to say, bring your bag. Yes, I know I look like a tourist, but that's okay. I have all my things and I don't have to go back to the boat. Now for number 2, make sure you bring at least a small first aid kit to include your Motrin, your Tylenol, your Band-Aids, your Neosporin, or triple antibiotic, whichever you prefer to use, Dramamine, Benadryl, and also potentially an antacid, and any of the over-the-counter things that you feel that you may potentially need while you're on board. When you are on board, the likelihood of you being able to find these things in a gift shop is probably slim to none. I had a really bad headache on the last cruise we had, and I didn't bring any Tylenol. The gift shops did not have any. So I had the option of either going to the medical center on board or just kind of dealing with it until we got to port. Thankfully, it wasn't long until we got to port and I was okay. If you need to use the medical center, it is going to be super expensive. Just be aware of that up front and bring a first aid kit to cover yourself. You're going to want to bring items with you that will assist you in treating minor injuries, whether that's yourself, the parties that you are with, or specifically your children. My children, regardless of how many times I tell them, don't do that, you're going to get hurt, don't do that, you're going to get hurt, they will continue to do that and they absolutely will get hurt. That means scrapes, bumps, bruises, you name it. They're going to need some Motrin, they're going to need it cleaned, their cut cleaned out, they're going to need a Band-Aid, and I don't want to have to go to the medical center for that. So if I have my first aid kit, I can handle that in our stateroom and it will be a-okay. Now on to number 3. Remember to bring your water bottle, your refillable water bottle. This is huge. More often than not, the cruise lines are not going to allow you to bring on pre-filled water bottles. You can't bring your pre-filled water bottles from the gas station, from the grocery store. It's not going to happen. You are able to purchase water on board through the cruise line. They will provide you can buy individual bottles, you can buy a 6-pack, you can buy a 12-pack, you can buy as much water as you want, but it does get pretty pricey. The solution to that is bringing your own refillable water bottle so that you can refill it in the buffet, in your stateroom, you can refill it at the port. If you're at a restaurant, have them fill it before you leave. It's just a very cost-effective way to make sure that you stay hydrated. I also found on Amazon that they make these really cool silicone collapsible water bottles. So when they are empty, you can collapse them, they save a ton of space, and they would save space in your fanny pack, in your backpack, and even in your luggage on the way to your cruise and on the way home. Now let's get on to number 4, a duffel bag. Please remember to bring a duffel bag. You will save so much time, so much hassle, and so much money if you just bring your own. For the most part, duffel bags fold up, roll up, super small, super quick, super easy, as long as you get the soft ones, not the ones with the hard bottoms. I actually can't take credit for this little nugget of advice to bring a duffel bag. That was all my husband. He was kind of giving me some crap because I have to buy things at every port. Look, we have 4 kids. They all need a souvenir from every port because I feel bad. There's mom guilt that I did not bring them. That's a lie. I leave them at home on purpose. However, regardless, they still need something from every port. I need something from every port. Like, I'm just a gift giver. I love it. So it's better for me to bring a duffel bag so that I can bring all those extras home than to try and track down a duffel bag on port, on the ship, and pay tons and tons of money for this duffel bag. It is far cheaper to check the duffel bag that I brought in my other luggage than it is to pay for an overweight bag through the airline. Now, if you don't bring a duffel bag with you and find that you do need one, good luck finding one. The likelihood of you finding a duffel bag on the ship is probably slim to none. If you find one, let me know what ship it is, because this far, with the cruises we've been on, it's just not there. You're not going to find one. You are potentially likely to find one ashore, but probably not. And if you do, it's going to be super expensive because the vendors on shore know that if you're looking for a duffel bag, you probably need one, and you're going to pay premium for it. You're not going to cheap out because it's your only option. Circling back, it's far less expensive to pick up a duffel bag at TJ Maxx or to order one on Amazon, roll it up super tight, and then throw it in your bag. Doesn't take up much space, and it will save you a lot of stress. Quick thought to add, space bags are an awesome way for you to save space, especially when you're packing for a family, or if you're like me and you need to pack 18 outfits for a 7-day cruise. I am a habitual overpacker. I need 6 pairs of shoes, I need 4 jackets, I need all of the things. So space bags are an awesome way for you to get all of your things in one bag and save tons of space. And number 5, I'm not sure if you've ever looked at the little laundry slip that's in the closet of your stateroom. Save yourself the shock. The cost to have the cruise line launder your clothes is absolutely insane. My jaw about hit the floor. $16 for a pair of pants. No thank you. I found the coolest product on Amazon. It's called Sink Suds, and you can wash your clothes in the sink on your cruise ship. It does not harm the water. It's fine. It's not going to cause any issues with your drinking water or anything. And it's just super awesome. It is a little bit of extra work. I need to wash my clothes, but I have some favorite articles of clothing. I've got some leggings I really like, some undergarments, things like that I would potentially like to wear more than once, and I do not want to pay $100 to have all of my clothes laundered. It is liquid inside of a little pouch. The pouches are about this big, and each pouch I can wash a few things with. I can wash 4 to 5 pieces of undergarments, I can wash a couple shirts, a couple bathing suits, and it took me about 2 pouches. I had a couple pieces of undergarments, I had 2 bathing suits, I had a pair of leggings, a pair of shorts, and I think that was it. But it took me 2 pouches, so not very much. You buy them, they come in an 8-pack, super simple. And again, it does take a little bit of extra time. It took me about 5 minutes to wash my things, and then to hang them up. When you're hanging up your items, you are going to want to buy yet another product from Amazon, of course, They have a Cruise Essentials clothesline that has clips on it, and hang it in your room and hang your clothes in your room. Do not hang them in the bathroom. In the showers, they typically have a clothesline. Learn from my mistake and just don't do it. I washed my clothes. I waited a day and a half for them to dry, and it took so long because I had them in the closed up bathroom. There wasn't a whole lot of airflow. And also, when they were dry, they smelled super musty, and I was not happy. The only reason I can think of that my clothes smelled musty after I hung them up to dry in the bathroom is just because there's not a whole lot of airflow in there, because when I rewashed them and hung them up in the bedroom on the clothesline, when they were dry, they did not smell at all, which was fantastic. So with all that said, sink suds, in my opinion, are a super must-have because I like to use my articles of clothing more than once, and then if I can wash my clothes, maybe then I don't have to pack so much. So this product may save you a lot of time, money, and hassle. Did I miss anything? Do you have any comments or questions? If you do, please let us know below in the comments section. Please remember that if you felt that our content was valuable or helpful in any way, even for comedic relief, please give us a like and subscribe below. We appreciate all of you, and until next time, get decked.